Unveil our friend, our brother, our colleague who has been supporting us. So today, being Saturday 21st, am I right? 21st?
Yes, sir.
21st of October 2023. We are here to support him because he is going for the post of the treasurer. Pastor Anietie Cosmos UKPONG. Why are we supporting him? We are supporting him because he is the best by his grace. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
When you have a good product, you'll be proud and be glad in it. So we're here to endorse him, support him, and see how all the CMC members that are here that can bring the name out, talk to our friends on TV. Thank God a lot of TV stations are here, on the social media, even newspapers.
Currently, I am the president of AKISCOM Oborokara community here in Lagos. The three local government, that federal constituency, I am the presiding officer over here in Lagos. Yes, to fast track it, the season that we are is a season that our mother community called Akwa Ibom State community here in Lagos, AKISCOM, that the tenure of the current regime is about winding up. And constitutionally, after 3 years or renewable, they will now conduct a general election for subsequent executive to take over. So in view of that, having been a member, a team player, a player in the community, a very passionate one for that matter, I felt that I have served my immediate constituency, which is Oborokara community here in Lagos. I felt I should extend that stewardship to AKISCOM as a mother union. And the position zone to my own senatorial district is the position of treasurer. So I felt I should go into that office so that I can, one way or the other, touch the lives of my people. From the wealth of my experience as a man of God, pastor, you've heard me, and also I am a businessman, a private entrepreneur of my own, a freight forwarder that runs my own business outfit successfully. I felt with the experience that I've been able to galvanize in managing both human and material resources, I should extend it to my people by coming out to serve. It's a selfless service to your community. And I felt this is the only way, the only platform that I can touch more lives when it comes to the issue of my people here in Lagos. And that is why I've thrown my hat into the ring to go in as the next treasurer of Akwa Ibom State Community here, which election is coming up on the 18th day of November 2023. Why am I going in there? Yes, the reason, what has prompted me into going into that office is that as a treasurer, I felt if I should bring in the wealth of my experience, given my own background as a freight forwarder, which we deal in transaction. We deal in transaction every second. In fact, the language that is understood in my industry is about money, exchanging hand here and there. So because I know money has a relationship, and there is the language you speak and money will hear you, and that is why I say, coming from that background, I think I will be able to impact positively in the affairs and the management of financial resources of our great community. So and I felt I should go into that office because I wouldn't be happy to see somebody maybe now, maybe our state government at home, they now say, oh, they need some stakeholders to come over to home, to Akwa Ibom, maybe for one meeting or the other. And before you know it, they will say, okay, oh, the executive has not approved money, they have not made provision for logistics, they have not done that. I think on my own, I stand to be quoted. On my own, I can always foot whatever bill that has to be undertaken for the welfare and for the benefit of my own community without looking back. So I felt I should throw in my heart into the ring so that I can better the lot of my people. Then again, I noticed that because I have been a member of the community for years, and I noticed the controversy that has been going on from that particular unit. You see people, a lot of people have developed cool leg. They don't want to come to community meeting again. And if you ask them, they say they were embarrassed at the finance table. So I felt if I go in there, I will do what? I will normalize, I will stabilize that department, and the people will begin to be part and parcel of it. Even when they have to contribute anything, they will see that this money is not forcefully collected from them, is for the benefit of the community. I even went on to, like, within me, I said, okay, well, what I'm going to do, we have 3 senatorial districts in my place. That's out of that, if I would be given the mandate to go in as the next treasurer, that I'll make sure that 3 from each of the 3 senatorial districts, I will from my pocket be paying their dues, any financial engagement that will be arising from the community. And I will make sure that I enforce the spirit and the letters of the Constitution as regard the office of the treasurer. Before now, you hardly, because I remember when we had an ESCO meeting, a member of the ESCO did ask, when last did the finance table of render a financial report? And the president couldn't really answer it the way it was. So if I go in there as the next treasurer, by the grace of God, which I know I am going in, I will make sure that I will uphold the letters and the spirit of the Constitution when it comes to the maybe quarterly financial reporting, maybe to the General House and the ESCO. I will make sure that the letters of the Constitution are strictly adhered to. I will also team up with the executive, in power, and make sure that I will advise them on the ways and the way we can diversify, because we cannot, it's a community service, and by the time you start billing these people much, before you know it, the number might be reducing. So in order to generate more funding to the community, I think I will be able to advise the ESCO on areas that will be very lucrative, that will bring in revenue to the community. At least given the wealth of my exposure and experience with my connection, people I know, and the line of business that I come from, I think the community will benefit from my membership as in the next ESCO. So I think I have a lot to really bring on board. I love my community. In fact, anytime if I walk past on the road and I hear somebody, maybe I hear somebody speak down my dialect, it touches me, and I cannot just pass by. So I want to assure the good people of Akwa Ibom here in Lagos and in outside Lagos that wherever you are, that we will make Akwa Ibom community here in Lagos a place for all of them to identify good with, if I am going to make part of the next coming executive. So I have a lot to really render, to give to my people. I will bring sanity to the financial department of AKISCOM. I will bring sanity. I will bring transparency that we know. I will bring accountability. Those are things that I will really have to bring on board. Gone are the days where you will ask, how did we had 10 naira, 20 naira, how did it come in and how did it go? And they will say, we do not know. No. It is not going to be business as usual. And that is why community service, is not an all-commerce affairs. It is not because maybe you just want to show up. It is about what can you give to your community. You don't just go there maybe to answer that name. It is when it matters, that is when we know who are the guys on ground that can deliver it. And I want to believe that I'm stable on the ground, I'm stabilized by the special grace of God, that I will make sure that I represent my community very well during my tenure. I think as it progresses, a lot more will be led known to the people.
Wow, that is a nice one from our Pastor. Please put your hands together for him.
And I know the media are here to ask some questions. But please, I want us to keep the question very straight. And only one question. Let us not boggle up. Only one question per media house.
Again, thank you. Very lovely question. Because these are the questions, some of the questions I've been asking. Because it's like why it has been so competitive of late. In that position is people have been asking, will you be this, will you be that, how will you manage it or whatever. Yes, from my background, I earlier told us from my background that money has a relationship. The various, I can speak from experience. There is no group I happen to identify myself. And if there is any sharing of maybe position, they always on their own unanimously. They will say, please come and take charge of our finances. I think that has been, it's grace. Let me put it that way. It's grace that has been upon me. Currently, here in Lagos, the president, Akwa Ibom State President Union, because we have it. I think I am not the presiding officer, but they saw me and they look at me and say, no, it is you, Pastor Anietie, that will take care of the treasury. And I've been discharging that function very well. Again, even in our team, this ongoing campaign or whatever, before I even identify myself, they say you are the one that will take care of our finances. It is grace. It's all by grace. People will talk if they are talking about that, because whatever you do, people will talk. But the major thing is that whatsoever you are doing, if you are transparent, like as I earlier said, that I will make sure that the constitution of AKISCOM says that at every quarter, that the account of the community must be presented to the house. I think it is there that they now vet it. Oh, is this guy telling us the real thing or not? From there, if there is any defects, if there is any deficit, I think they will be able to identify there and you will take correction. So I will make sure that at intervally that the account of the community is brought to the public, and they will now see it, and everybody will know that it was 1 naira, 2 naira, 10 naira that came in, and this is how the 1 naira, 2 naira went out. And because once you get that confidence in the minds and the heart of people, when you ask them to participate financially, they will be willing, because they have seen what you have done with the money, and they will be willing to partner with you. So I will bring that transparency into the accounting record and transaction of AKISCOM. Irrespective of what people may say, what I know is that I am not going there for AKISCOM money. I'm not going there. At least by the grace of God, God is helping me, and I want to contribute my own quota to the community. Thank you.
Wow, that was a nice one. Please, you are out there hearing us, Aqua Cross, please vote for Pastor Anietie Cosmos
UKPONG. Thank you, Mr. Joel. I'm happy to have you in our midst. And the question you have asked is a very straightforward question. I remember in my primary school days, secondary school days, if there was one thing that made my father to send me outside my state to go and school in a strange land, let me put it that way, I was so passionate about sports, football, and I grew up playing football. In fact, unfortunately, since that part of the country where I hail from was too far, if not today, maybe my name would have been heard globally when it comes to the issue of sports or whatever, football. So I love the question you ask. It is one of those things we want to package that we will bring into the community. Like there are about 31 local government making up the community. So we devise a means whereby each of these local government will be able to assemble themselves in whatever area they can exhibit, bringing out the youth from the street, from here and there, and encourage them. Promote any sporting activity that any local government or the community or incorporate it, that in a year, maybe in a yearly or by annually or whatever, that so local government they will be competing, and by so doing it will bring more interest, and people will begin to develop interest into for the community service, and a way of bringing out the youth from the street and whatever, those ones that really, because it's not everybody that will have to go to school and read and write or whatever, but playing football, maybe engaging on other sport apart from football, I think you can also earn a means of livelihood. What am I going to do different from my predecessor? Very good question. I have told us here that I am coming from the background that I have been a member of the community and I've seen how things have been going on there. I am not comfortable. Like today in our community, if there's one question that is in the lips of majority of the indigenous or members in that place is about the resources, how did they come, how did they manage it and whatever. I've told us I'm going to bring transparency. I'm going to strictly adhere to the spirit, the spirit and the letters of the Constitution. What does it say? That every quarter that the financial record of the community has to be presented to the entire house. I will make sure that I implement that so that once they see this, it will build confidence in the minds and the heart of the members, and they will do what they'll be willing to continue to participate, to give their best into the community. Thank you, sir. Once again, I think Akwa Ibom is blessed with talents, diverse talents, like the entertainment industry. The man seated here, he has paid his own dues. Like another person that I can quickly recall, which is very close to me, MC Amadok, Bobby Ventin. I mean, a few of them that I'm very close to them. I think I appreciate them so much. And anytime I look at them, I see these are talents. These are talent, because any Akwa Ibom that wants to do, that wants to venture in any business and whatever, does it with wholeheartedness, without looking back. So when I go in there, by the special grace of God, as a member of that ESCO, I will make sure that I will promote, I will be at the forerunner to make sure that the issue of entertainment when it comes to indigenes here in Lagos State will be what will be heard, would never be relegated to the background, in such a way that, like, we have even planned that when we come on board, there's something we are going to do maybe towards the end of the year, a festival whereby all our talented indigenes, whatever talent that you have, maybe in music, in comedy, in whatever, begin to name them, they will come to showcase. And by giving them that opportunity and avenue, we'll be able to project them, because we here in Lagos, we are the eyes of the government at home. So we partner with these ones, and that is why I'm using this opportunity to make a clarion call to our brothers and our sisters of different talent. Whatever talent that you have, please come and let us know you and see where we can partner with you and project you to the best interest of Akwa Ibom State community here in Lagos. Thank you, sir.
That was a nice one.
It's okay. It's as you've rightly said, because if you do not promote your own, there's nobody that will come and promote yours for you. As you have said, and we have very many of you, and we are very close. Again, as I earlier said, we want to see you around. We want to see that seriousness, because we are the mouthpiece of the home government at home. That, as you have said, is a plea that you have pleaded, and I will take it back to the next, by the grace of God. If I will make the next incoming ESCO, I will table it that this is what we want. It's not as if we don't know, we know all this. Not that we don't know. Then we will channel it through the appropriate channel and plead, because anything you will get from government is a kind of you dialogue, and they kind of do what? You dialogue with them and see how you scale through. So we make sure that once we get there, we need people like, as he is there, which is his first constituency, we need people like this. Then you will now assemble people, then we now sit down, you guys will now talk, and the way out, and as such, our own is to do what? To channel it to the government. And I assured you that at the end of the day, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Yeah, sir, his question has actually triggered something that has been disturbing my mind. You see, language is an avenue. Your name, sir? My name is Prince Emmanuel once again. I'm writing for Great Achievers magazine. I'm writing for CMC Candidate magazine. There is something that has been agitating my mind, and that is the fact that the Akwa Ibomite.
So hold on, one house, hold on. When you say your name, are you
to say thanks for coming? Please, can we put our hands together for this? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's continue with the decoration.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Cecilia UKPONG.
Thank you.
Thank you. What they're saying there is for you to see how you can appreciate all the journalists, all your friends, all your colleagues, because it is only God that makes today possible. What God cannot do. And please, I want to appeal to all of us. Let us support our sister, a member of the Gladiators, our friend, our sister, our colleague, who has given us a very big support with the venue. If we have to pay for this venue, it's going to be a very big money. But she said, no, Ambassador, come to this place. And I want to say, Madam, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You have given us cola, but we never see the meat that we're going to chop with it. Thank you very much. God bless you. I know you're going to do something.
Thank you so much, man. This is Olive Perfect Catering Venture, located at number 143 Igorodu Road, Onikpan, beside Mobile Filling Station, Onikpan bus stop. Here, our service include training, event planning, both local and international dishes. Also, aquacross. What I mean by aquacross, that those food that we eat at home, like afang, white soup, which is afiai ferebut, editan, fufu with fufu, pounded yam. We also do cakes. When we come to an event, when we have an event that you want to surprise, we do wedding cakes here, engagement cake, your birthday cake. We also do it here. We also do varieties of food like nkwobi, isiewu, ekporoko. That is what we mean ekporoko, stockfish. That is, we do it in another way, in a different style. We also do snare, pepper snare. When you are looking for snare, maybe you are abroad, you cannot get, you are thinking of where you can get your home food. You can also call on us on our number 080 62 73 67 18. You can also reach us at our Facebook, Cecilia Achubom. That's our Facebook page. You can also, if you are nearby along Ikorodu Road, you can also come around at inside Mobile filling station at that you are going to toll gate Kayode. That is beside the Mobile. Inside, when you are coming inside, that is where you can have, maybe you want to go somewhere around, you are looking for where you can relax and while away some time. It's free of charge. You don't need to pay on that service. You can also just have maybe a bottle of water. Maybe it's available here. We look at the price. You know that the economy is very sweet, but we make everything at affordable price. You can buy, you can get your chill, big stout, your Anakin, your juice, your fresh juice, tiger nut, zobo. We offer varieties of food, drinks, and a lot of more. Thank you.